Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World channel. Let me inspire you today about this miraculous fern, this azolla. Because this azolla had been very instrumental in reducing our feeds or the consumption of our feeds for our animals. And I would like to share this with you. Sakit ako, bako, hawak! Sakit ako, bako, hawak! And you will see that these animals are really very eager to eat now. In our previous videos, we are so vocal about the production of this azolla. And I wanted to awaken the minds of our farmers that this azolla, if given much attention, could really help us in the regulation of the feeding of our animals. What I mean is that we will reduce the expenses and we will increase our profit insofar as farming of animals and even this fish is concerned. Well, let me share with you that the main diet now of our catfish is this azolla. 75% of their feeds are already coming from this tank. And you will see here that we have 3 tanks of azolla, and this can supply thousands of catfish already. And maybe you will ask, Dexter, is this really a big help? Yes, I would like to say that if you are going to concentrate on azolla planting or azolla farming, along with the farming of this catfish, these lovebirds, and even the goats and other animals. And a little later, I would like to reveal to you one miraculous use of this azolla. And I will reveal that in the later part of this video. But for the meantime, just allow me to say something about this fern. Well, worldwide, it has been practiced that farmers, even other countries like Japan, like America, and even other Asian countries, they're farming azolla to feed their geese, to feed their turkeys, and even chickens, and even the cows and the horses. And some other big farms are drying this up and incorporating this in their feeding system. And I would like to inspire you once more, because just yesterday I found out that the giving of azolla to our quail, actually this is the revelation that I'm going to tell you, that azolla could also be a good diet for our quails, because our quails have produced so much of these eggs. We have 300 layer quails, they're all ready to lay, and it gives us now 250 eggs. And all these quails are very young. I expect them to just lay around 50%, but now they are laying eggs as far as 70 to 80%. And one of the reasons that I have discovered, I incorporated this azolla in their feeding, and 10% only, because we cannot, of course, gamble. We're still studying on it, but giving azolla 10% of their diet will give us good result. And in fact, you can see right here that these 3 tanks are already filled again with azolla. We're harvesting every other day, and you will see that this is a concrete tank and this is exposed to sunlight. The main secret on how to produce this one is to use the water from the fish pond. Well, in this fish pond, as you know, we have so many catfish, and we are using the water of the catfish to grow our azolla, and we are also integrating some nutrient solution, very small amount of this nutrient solution. You just mix it and then drop over here, and they will propagate very massively and very amazingly. And you will see that this tank has a depth of right here around 18 inches, I believe, less than 2 feet. And also right here, you will see that it has the same depth or depthness. And over there has also the same level of water. And you will see also that I have tried to again extend our azolla tank over here. And you will see that they are massive, they're too plenty. And one thing that I can say about the azolla farming is that you are not going to expose them to a very warm environment. It's good that they can be exposed to the sunlight, but not all throughout the day. So this is my observation, and I hope you can follow this one. So I already have pointed out 3 things. Number 1 is you will use water from the fish pond. Maybe you have a koi and then you wanted to propagate azolla. You can use the water from the fish pond of your koi. Number 2, we are exposing them to sunlight but not all throughout the day. And number 3, we are using the nutrient solution. And maybe you will ask, Dexter, what's the ideal tank for our azolla? Well, in that case, I cannot answer because there is no ideal tank for the azolla. It may be deep, it may be shallow, it doesn't matter as long as you use the water from the catfish and you will use nutrient solution and you will expose them partly to the sunlight. So you will see right here, guys, that we have here this cage made of, steel matting. I will use this one to trap our breeders. In this big tank, we can use, I think, more than 5 female catfish and 10 male catfish. We will trap them here, and of course they will breed, they will lay eggs. I am putting some aerator right here so that the eggs that may be produced out of the belly of this male catfish, or the female catfish rather, will be spread all throughout the tank so that it will be evenly distributed and to ensure maximum hatchability of our catfish. And we are now producing so much of these juveniles. I believe that this can already speed up our business about selling of this juveniles of this catfish. And also, I am very eager to propagate them because of this azolla. I don't have a problem anymore about their diet, because if you will depend solely on commercial feeds for the catfish, I believe that you cannot maximize the profit. I am massively producing now this azolla, and I'm so glad that it's produced right here at my house. I will not anymore go to the farm and produce the azolla because I have found another technique. And this is actually the milestone that we have accomplished. And you will see that right here, our catfish are so well. They're all breeders actually. And I would like to have as many breeders as I can so that I can just breed anytime, whenever I want. But one tip that I can share with you is that, like the goldfish and the Japanese koi, we will breed our catfish when there is moon. It's either full moon or new quarter or last quarter, it doesn't matter as long as there is moon. Why? Because it will really encourage them to breed. As per observation, this fish will have this high eagerness to breed, especially during full moon. And you will see that right here I have dismantled my roofings right here and the walls, and our staff had been so busy about dismantling all this stuff because we are going to prepare this for our African lovebirds. And this is a good news because this tank, which is made of hollow blocks and cement, it's very concrete, can be a good aviary for our African lovebirds. because I will utilize this one. I will erect the post right here, and then my budget for this will somehow reach 20 to 30,000 pesos because the materials are so high now. I am looking forward for a good aviary just right here at my house. And I will make a division right here. The Alps one will be placed right here because that was your concern. The Alps one will be separated from the Alps 2. So we will put a division right here, and we will try to have the height of maybe 8 feet. And that's gonna be a big aviary because the width of this is more than 3 meters. And it has a length of more than 10 meters. So if we will divide this one, each of this case will have a big space. And I would like to invite you to visit in the other lot where I make another box for our Azolla. I'm really very inspired, and after we're gonna visit the other lot, we will visit also our quail. So come on, let's go to the other side of this property. And you guys can see our new tank for the Azolla. Over here, you will see a shallow tank. You see that? Very shallow. That's why I said that there is no perfect formula for the plantation of this Azolla, because this can also be grown in a very shallow water. And they're creeping now, and you will see that it almost covered the entire area of this box. But we only put some 2 glasses of this Azolla. Honestly, this is really very prolific. They can propagate overnight. And you will see that Mark is adding water, and this water is the water from the fish pond where there are catfish. And this is very useful, and this will actually now make our work easy in so far as the production of the Azolla is concerned. Because in our previous method, we use this cow dung and horse manure, you know, and it's also very effective. But this one is the most effective, using the water from the fish pond and putting some nutrient solution, very small amount, in the tank. And you will see here that we have fabricated another box, and this is a very shallow box. It has a width of 3 meters by 4 meters, or 3 by 4.5 meters. This is gonna be now another good source of our food for our animals. We can massively grow here, and over here we have a space right here, and I'm also planting some Madre de Agua right here, and this is also very helpful. And this portion here will be filled with the tanks of our Azolla. So this is an encouragement to our farmers. Don't neglect or maybe take it for granted the production of the Azolla. If you have goats, if you have some quails, rabbits, African lovebirds, parakeets, whatever it is, you can feed them with this miraculous firm. And you guys can see that I am holding this quail eggs, and they are numbering about 300 because we still have over here in the trays, and every day we are filling up 7 trays, and each tray can contain 30 eggs, so more or less 270. That's a big increase. sudden increase of the eggs of our quail. And this can be attributed by infusing 10% of their diet with this miraculous ferns, this azolla. They're enjoying eating this one because this is delicious. Actually, this azolla is also good for human consumption. I have made a research on this, but there is no complete study about this. But this can be eaten. And you will see that our quails are eating this azolla. And my advice to the quail farmers, if you would like to try this one, do not give them abrupt, meaning that you have to little by little use them to the diet until their system will be able to adapt the infusion of the azolla on their feeds. And this is what is happening right here. And I'm feeding them once a day, and I estimated this to compose only with the 10%, and it gives us good result. You look at the eggs. I did not tell you about the azolla to the quail because I was experimenting it and I was not so sure about it. But now that we have seen the result, I can recommend that the quail can also eat our azolla very fresh. And this is my encouragement to our farmers, that this azolla thing can really reduce our expenses for the feeds and maximize our profit. Actually, at the pet store, we are already flooded with chicks of the quails. And we are set to fabricate another cage right there. And after the fabrication of our cage for the African lovebirds, the next thing that we're gonna do is to fabricate our cages for the additional batch of quails that we are going to grow right there. And the intention is to actually sell this quail eggs to the market. I told you in my previous videos that there are two big supermarkets that have contacted me and asked me to supply them with the quail eggs. And I'm so encouraged about this because at the moment I cannot yet, of course, supply them with these eggs, but maybe 3, 4, or 5 months from now, we're gonna be able to do that. So I hope, guys, that you are encouraged with this video, and I would like to say thank you for those who have joined with this channel and also those who have subscribed to this channel. I thank you a lot because you give me such an inspiration. Seeing the number of subscribers increasing day by day will give me very good inspiration. It gives me joy in my heart to pursue and continue and to make some, research, actual application of what we have told you, and revealing all the secrets is the joy coming from my heart to reveal all the secrets. And for those who are not subscribed to this channel, may I humbly ask you to please subscribe and hit that notification bell because we are uploading videos every 2 days now, only here at Dexter's World. Can you say it, my quail? Yes, that's it, Dexter's World.